This person wants to know how I was able to retire in my 40s, and we're going to discuss that and give you an update on that. So yes, I was able to retire early at the age of 45. I was able to retire in February of 2018 when I was 45. Now I was almost 46 because I turned 46 that May, but that's how old I was when I retired. And the reason I was able to retire is because my wife, who was in bulk agricultural exporting, her salary became so much that it was equivalent to hers, mine, and another one. Full disclosure, she was making just under 200,000 a year, and she came to me and said, you don't in the winter between 2017 and 2018. She came to me and said, you don't seem like you're eager to get back to work. Every fall, I was a landscape contractor for 26 years. Every fall, I would look forward to the winter break, and then usually about late January, I would start getting the itch to get back to work, and she saw that I wasn't feeling it. And so she came to me and said, you don't seem like you're looking forward to it. I go, I'm not, as much as I have been in the past. And she said, do we need your money? I go, well, no, of course we don't need my money. You make more than enough, but that doesn't really matter. I'm 45. I'm still working. I had my own company at the time, and she said, then retire. Stop beating yourself up outdoors. Stop with all the stress. Manage the house for the family, and I'll take care of making the money. And like, we actually argued about it because I was like, you don't fucking retire at 45, right? I had the old boomer mentality drilled into my Gen X head. You don't fucking retire at 45. You work until you're fucking dead. And I went back and forth for a couple of weeks and ultimately decided to retire, sell off my equipment, and just call it a day. And for the preceding few years, that's how life went. I managed the house. She made the money. She was making great money. Had carried the health insurance. We were taking a couple of vacations a year. I started doing content creation and started a couple of podcasts and was just kind of like doing stuff for fun, you know. And then things went south at her company. She had been there 10 years, and things went south. She moved to another company, and things went south there in a fucking hurry. She took a $15,000 cut in pay to go there. Was still making more than enough for us to survive on. And things went south there in a fucking hurry. And that company collapsed. It folded on itself at the end of May last year, 2024. And so we went from bringing in just under $200,000 a year to nothing coming into the house. In one phone call, her boss, called her. She worked remotely. The company was stationed in another state. The boss lived in yet another state, and yeah, he called her on the last day of May. Her and 27 people got the axe, and so overnight we lost income. And so what we did is we moved quickly to monetize what I had built up doing fun stuff, making content on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and other places, and we moved to monetize that as quickly as humanly possible, and it worked. Right now, knock on wood, what I make off of YouTube pays the bills and a little some. So now the roles are reversed. Now I'm making the money, and she's retired. And she's been looking for another job since her company collapsed. But bulk agricultural exporting is about ready to take a massive fucking hit with all of these tariffs. And farmers are not going to be able to sell their product to the Asian markets the way they used to. The same thing happened the first time around when Trump instituted his tariffs the first time around. And so there's not a lot of work to be had in her field. Logistics is, I think, going to be contracting as well. Trucking is going to be hurting. And so I've said to her, just give it a break for a minute. Stop looking. you go hang out at your mom's house, and you do some sewing. You take her to the store. You stop looking for work for a minute. Let me make the money for a minute. So I was able to retire early at 45 because of her, and now she's retired at 49 because of the monetization that I've been able to do. And you guys, by watching my YouTube videos, are paying the bills. So if you could, please click on my name down here. Click the link in my bio and go subscribe to my YouTube channel to help pay the bills. It's free to you, but I get paid. And also, if you want to learn more about this, you can read it in my first book. I have self-published 2 books, and this book is entitled A Grateful Life, the life story of a husband, father, and taco-loving deadhead, and it is the story of the first 45 years of my life. It's available in paperback and ebook formats, and as I said, it's one of 2 books that I've self-published that you can get at the link in my bio.